Now, News 3 Sports with Adam Winkler.
Tonight in Virginia, we elect a governor. The title of dean, especially when it comes to the dean of a sport, is not an elected office. But on this election night, with so much talk about the vote and so much attention surrounding polls, we thought we'd check in with the dean of college football, Alabama head coach Nick Saban, because we hear he loves to talk about polls.
I could care less about the poll. I mean, what significance does a poll have right now? I mean, all we're talking about here is the challenge of our season and where are we going to be in the poll if we don't play well in the next 4 games.
May I interest you in the most up-to-date poll we have? The top 4 spots in the second set of college football playoff rankings look exactly like the first set released last week. Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame, and Clemson still on top. Do we have Coach Saban's reaction now that we know his team is still projected to make the playoff?
I'm focusing on the next 4 games. I could care less about the poll. You won't see me wasting any time watching TV or watching who's 1, who's 2, and it really doesn't matter.
How about that? I think we found the one guy who will not be volunteering at your local polling place next year. We go from the election cycle to an actual cycle. Pittsburgh Steelers rookie Juju Smith-Schuster had been riding his bike to and from the team facility. Not anymore. He tweets today that he passes his driving test and now has his license. Sunday, D'Angelo Hall makes playing defensive back in the NFL look as easy as riding a bike. The 33-year-old Chesapeake native, who had not seen the field since September of last year, plays every defensive snap in Sunday's Redskins win at Seattle. His first game back from a torn ACL suffered week 3 of last season. D-Hall also returns punts and breaks up a would-be game-winning Seahawks Hail Mary on the final play.
Probably nobody I'd rather have back there at the end of the game on a Hail Mary than D-Hall. He's got great ball skills and just has a knack for being around the ball. As a punt returner, I think this day in his career, I'd probably rather have somebody else. Just to get him back in there. He's been in the meetings through OTAs, through training camp, through the regular season, supporting the guys, coaching the guys, and see him out there perform is I'm sure special for him. It is for us too.
The former Hokie registers 5 tackles in the Redskins' 17-14 win. Before we go, one last check with Coach Saban about our coverage of the polls.
These are the things that we try to categorize as poison that you really don't want your players to be focusing on or thinking about. But I appreciate you asking so I could get this off my chest.
I'm still not totally clear on how he feels.
I don't think he enjoys the polls. His team is ranked number 2 in the nation in the poll.
He spent a lot of time talking about
He's
polls.
an angry fella.
He
really
is.
good football coach, but he's angry. But great coverage of the polls. I think what y'all did tonight was wonderful. I love it.